Anchoring is one of the crucial operation on board the ship, and by following the correct procedures and have a lot of knowledges about it can lead to safe operation. Here are some points to help you navigate with anchoring. Anchoring is considered to be a critical shipboard operation. These are some reasons why the vessel need to anchor. Sheltering from bad weather. The berth or cargo is not available. The pilot is not available or the boarding may be delayed due to machine breakdown or steering failure. Voyage orders not available. Awaiting for favorable tides. A good holding ground requirements are: the ground should be sandy or muddy, clayed, but not rocky. The depth of water should not be more than 100 meters if safe to do so. The current speed is not more than 5 meters per second. The wind speed of not more than 25 meters per second. When anchoring, it is not recommended to be in a very soft or loose mud, which can ball up around the flukes, or a rocky bottom where the flukes cannot penetrate. The good anchoring ground is normally marked on the chart by an anchor symbol on the ECDIS equipment or in the paper chart. The anchor is a heavy equipment attached to the chain used to moor a vessel to the sea bottom to prevent the ship from drifting due to the wind and current. The anchor equipments of the ship comprises the anchor chain, and the windlass. This is the modern stockless anchor, or bower anchor and its part. The group of anchor chains is divided into shackles. A shackle is a unit of length and is equal to 15 fathoms, or 90 feet, and is the standard length of chain. Do remember that 1 fathom is equal to 6 feet. 1. Shackle. 2. Shackles. 3. Shackles. 4. Shackles. 5. Shackles. 6. Shackles. 7. Shackles. 8. Shackles. 9. Shackles. 10. Shackles. During anchoring operation, the following factors should be considered first. Safe anchoring method under company SMS. Proper wearing of PPE. Identify safe anchorage area with good holding ground. Be sure that it is the territorial waters of the visiting states. Abort route plan when circumstances dictate. Latest weather forecast of the area. Method of dropping anchor. Direction of tidal stream. Communication method. When the vessel is already at anchor, it is the responsibility of the deck officer to report the anchor chain leading. It refers to the direction and stay of the anchor as seen from its chain. With the report, the master will know if the anchor is already holding, or additional action is needed. It is one way of knowing if the anchor is properly dropped as desired. There are 2 important things you should know when you report the position of the anchor. 1. The direction of the anchor chain. 2. The anchor chain stay. When reporting, you need to determine its position related to your ship by using the clock format. The bow of the vessel facing forward at 12 o'clock, extending your arm is 3 o'clock and 9 o'clock, and the tail of the ship is 6 o'clock. The anchor chain stays. It means where the anchor chain is leading, whether it becomes short stay, moderate stay, and long stay, even when the chain is up and down too. The short stay means that the anchor is leading few degrees in any direction. It is usually happen when the ratio between the sea depth and the release anchor shackles is short. It also means that only few shackles are released in the water. It is good for temporary anchoring and will give light strain in the anchor. The moderate stay. It means that the tilting of the anchor chain is a little bit wider than the short stay. It is hard to give a precise range of degrees, as this process is performed by an experienced eye of the crew instead. The strain in the chain is larger here, and more shackles are released in the water. The long stay. The anchor is usually extended further out. The ratio is usually 5:1 to the depth of water. In doing this, the captain will face the wind in anchoring the vessel in order for the ship to float back to achieve the desired result. The up and down. It is when the anchor is not yet reaching the seabed, when lowering the chain, and directed straight down without tilting. The direction of the anchor chain is perpendicular to the ship's side. This is the formula if you want to know of how many shackles to drop during normal weather condition, and during bad weather condition. Kindly note, consult your company's OPM since every company has different rules. Why the anchor drags? It is due to not enough scope, anchor chains paid out. Also due to wind direction and the tide has changed from adverse weather condition. And possibly, the bottom does not allow to hold properly. A Kentel shackle is a joining shackle, used specifically to join two stud link chain if two elements together, to form a common or larger link. Bitter end, it is the end of the chain that fasten to the ship so you don't lose your anchor. A windlass is a machine used on ship that is used in letting out and heave up equipment such as ship anchor and etc. Chain locker is a compartment located under the windlass where the anchor chains are stowed. It is usually subdivided inside by a longitudinal bulkhead. Hawse pipe, an incline pipe leading from house hole to the side of the ship, containing the shank of the anchor when the anchor is raised. Spurling pipe, an opening on deck, guiding the chain from the chain locker to the gypsy wheel on the windlass. Here is the bower anchor, up close. What is the anchor chain? A chain attached to the anchor of the ship, used to hold the ship in place when the anchor is in the sea floor. It is also called as the rode. There are many things to consider prior to dropping anchor. Reading and understanding your company's safety management system will help you to have a safer anchoring operation. Always remember, whatever tasks we have on board, safety first go.